Welcome back everyone to another video, and today we have a Reddit video. So I made one of these before in my lifetime over on the main channel when I was still doing wrestling over there, and you guys seem to enjoy it. I think I got a pretty good reception, so I'm back once again for the new channel to get into things here and see what people are saying on the Reddit. And who knows, maybe this could be a recurrent thing where I just come back every so often and see what people are saying on the WWE subreddit. So without further ado, let's get into this and let's see what people are saying. We're going to have some opinions to discuss, some facts, some interesting topics, some points of interest, stuff like that. So make sure you get involved by leaving any of your thoughts in the comment section down below so that we can all read them and have a lovely jolly good time. Anyways, let's go. Do y'all think the Bella twins deserve to have been in the Hall of Fame? Ooh, very interesting one to kickstart the video. Do I think the Bella twins deserved to be in the Hall of Fame? The Hall of Fame is for legends of the business, veterans of the business. And I would honestly say, yeah, I think they do. You know, maybe they're not the best wrestlers you've ever seen. Although Nikki, I think, was pretty good. But when I think of Brie Bella, I just think of all those botches. But aside from the botches, she was still a pretty solid wrestler. And they had a massive part to play in the Divas era and in making that transition from that Divas era to the Women's Evolution and to the new era of women's wrestling. And I used the word veteran before, like, you know, people in the Hall of Fame are veterans. I would say they are veterans as well, but I honestly think that the majority of people would say that they didn't deserve to be in the Hall of Fame, and I think that would be because of the actual wrestling, because again, they weren't that good. They were good. I mean, they were alright. Nikki Bella, I think, was better than Brie, but it is WWE at the end of the day, so wrestling is a very big part of it, and you need to know how to do it. And Brie Bella, she was decent, you know, just decent. So let's go ahead and see what people are saying in the comment section. Right, based on their popularity, marketability, and possibly having brought new female fans to the product, I'd say sure, why not? You see, this is what I'm saying. They were so popular, and they definitely had a big impact and a big part to play in just bringing it.
Hello, bozo.
Did I say you could show yourself? He says, I'm not a fan, but I'm just some guy. Just some guy, eh? No one's just some guy. Everyone's got a backstory, a history, a future. I do think Nikki became a serviceable wrestler though. She's not amazing, but she could be carried to a solid match, and that's all I really ask for. So he's saying, well, he's pretty much disregarding Brie and her wrestling, but Nikki was decent. But the fact that he said that she could be carried, you know, suggests that Nikki had to get that push from her opponent and had to sort of be overshadowed. But I would disagree. I've seen some Nikki Bella matches, and some of them go hard. What's an extremely underrated wrestling match that should get more praise? I think this guy thinks this match right here is underrated, which I haven't seen. I don't think. Is that bad? That's probably bad. I should probably give that one a watch. For me, well, I've got to think about this. The most underrated match. Oh, I don't know. I'm thinking of some of the best matches I've seen, but they're probably not underrated. Like, for example, Roman Reigns versus AJ Styles, Extreme Rules 2016. Now, I wasn't watching back then, but when I watched it, I think in 2019, when I was really getting into the swing of things with wrestling, I was just in disbelief. And I remember just like absolutely freaking out towards the end because it was so back and forth. And I think it finished with AJ Styles going to hit a phenomenal forearm. I was like, that's it now, it has to be. And then Roman Reigns countered with a spear, and I just lost my shit. I could not even contain myself with excitement. And that's how it ended. Like that, oh, was so good. Acknowledge King Reigns. You know what? I will acknowledge him. I very much will acknowledge him. I do have a lot of respect for Roman Reigns. I know that Xavier Woods won King of the Ring, which happened recently, which is very interesting. We have Big E as the WWE champion, Xavier Woods as the King of the Ring, Kofi as Kofi as of right now, but the New Day are on top of the world right now. So yeah, I'm pretty sure he just Huh? So yeah, I'm pretty sure he just like pummeled Xavier Woods and took his crown and posed with the bloodline. And of course the Walrus, Paul Heyman in the background as well, holding up the championship. But yeah, I actually can't believe Roman Reigns is still the Universal Champion. He beat Brock Lesnar at Crown Jewel. I mean, it's just insane. He's been the champion for well over a year. Maybe close to 500 days. I know it's definitely in the 400s, but maybe he has it 500 now. I'm not too sure. And who will actually be the one to take this championship away from him and beat him? We thought it'd be John Cena. Nope. We thought it'd be Brock Lesnar. Nope. Who's next? Who is next? Who will be the one? Because you know what? Whoever beats Roman now will seem like the next big thing, because no one can beat Roman. Like, that's what we're sort of thinking. So whoever does it, they will get the push of a lifetime. If main event was presented better, should it still exist or no? You see, the thing with these shows, like the main event, they had superstars back in the day. I know that from SmackDown vs. Raw 2011. Those type of shows are for jobbers. Well, I don't like using that word. It seems a bit like offensive. Well, just a bit. It's a bit disrespectful, I feel like. Although I'm pretty sure it's an alright term, I don't know. But people who are not doing anything on the main shows, do not have a storyline, do not have a purpose to be on the main shows like Raw and SmackDown. You know, it's a place for them to go and to wrestle, do their job, and have it broadcasted as well, not just like house shows and live events. It's still a show. There's a crowd, it's on TV, but it's just for the jobbers. Maybe like the mid-carders as well, if the audience is lucky. Oh, look at this. They should have main event be a free show that is streamed on Twitch or YouTube to give it some exposure. That would help a lot. I don't know if they would be up for doing that, you know, broadcasting a show for free, no matter what it is, but that would 100% get more people into it. I would definitely tune in to see what kind of wrestlers are going at it on main event. Funny that Becky is referring to Charlotte's chest balloons that have popped on 3 separate occasions. This match should be interesting at Survivor Series. Right, what's this? So we'll read this one first. There's nothing natural about you. You're just a fabricated champion. Okay, so that's Charlotte to Becky. Becky comes back and says, ha 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 ha. Did Charlotte just say there's nothing natural about me? That's brilliant. Okay, this is getting very personal right here. This is beyond storyline. This is beyond characters, you know? This is one woman making a snidey remark about another woman's breasticles. Now look, here's the thing, alright? Charlotte obviously did have a boober jobber, but that ain't a bad thing, you know? I mean, obviously Charlotte saying that there's nothing natural about you is kind of her putting herself into a trap, because obviously, you know, a boob job isn't very natural, is it? But it's fine. I'm not against the boob jobs. But Charlotte Flair, I'm sure when she saw that tweet from Becky, I'm sure she was fuming inside. And they are having their match at Survivor Series, since they are both the champions of each brand. So who knows, maybe we could get a real fight here. Maybe things will get a little bit too heated during the match and we'll just start scrapping for real. Oh wow. I mean, they are professionals, so I'm sure they'll, you know, maintain control. But if they really hate each other and they're really getting beef here, then who knows what could go down. I will definitely be tuning in for that one. Yeah. Someone else keeps forgetting that Shinsuke Nakamura is the current Intercontinental Champion. Okay, so he's saying, does anyone else keep forgetting? Yes, I do. I mean, I haven't been watching, but I definitely do. In fact, I couldn't even tell you what is happening with that championship. Like, I don't know the rivalry or anything. So on that note, that is where I'm going to leave it for the video. Some very, very interesting posts there, some very interesting topics to discuss in the comment section. So let's see what you all have to say about this. I'm very excited for the Charlotte Flair versus Becky Lynch match now at Survivor Series, which I think, is it this Sunday? It must be, right? You best believe I'm getting the network back to tune into that one live in the action. So drop a like on the video for me if you've enjoyed, subscribe if you're new. Thank you all so very much for watching, and I will see you in, wait for it, the next one.